Hi everyone, I'm Traci, Endo, Inouye.
And I'm Rachel Estrella, and we are both Senior Associates here at Social Policy Research Associates in Oakland, California. And we're delighted to invite you to read our article in the current issue of the Foundation Review.
This article is really a case study of the W.K. Kellogg's Foundation's investment in Health Through Action, which is a 5-year national initiative to advance the health equity of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander families and children through capacity building of individuals, organizations, and coalitions both at the local and at the national level. And at $16 million, this investment was really one of the single greatest philanthropic investments in Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander community health.
We thought that this was an important submission for inclusion in the Foundation Review's special issue on racial equity for a number of reasons. First and foremost is the fact that it is focused on the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander population, because this population is so often left out of or sit on the margins of racial equity dialogues and really race dialogues in general. And there can be a lot of misunderstanding about this community, a lot of vulnerability that's being masked in aggregated data. And what scant data there is that exists on this population suggests that the model minority myth is alive and well, and that in its wake, extremely vulnerable populations that have been lumped into the larger pan-ethnic Asian Pacific Islander umbrella are not getting the supports they need to be healthy and to thrive. And really, there is so much that is instructive that this community can teach us, particularly because of the extreme diversity within this group, who come from more than 50 countries, speak over 100 languages, and are part of countless cultural traditions. There's so much that we can learn from how such a diverse group worked together in the Health Through Action initiative to create a united agenda to lift up the needs of all of the communities that fall under the larger API umbrella in which they were lumped, and how they kept in mind the need to create critical mass while also being attentive to the needs of the most vulnerable and less established communities in the group to ensure inclusiveness of their voices and collective actions.
A second reason why findings from Health Through Action we feel are particularly relevant for thinking about advancing racial equity is really its focus on capacity building. So we believe, and the Kellogg Foundation believes, that addressing racial disparities and the complexity of structural racism that's embedded in health systems that face diverse communities really mandates and requires the engagement of the community themselves as core change agents. And so for populations like Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islanders, then becomes critical for foundations to really think about and invest in building community capacity to effectively raise the visibility of community concerns and issues, strategically make the case for engaging them in the disparities discussions through generation or dissemination of new community-based data, for instance, increase their political capital through relationship building with health policy decision makers, and really engaging a range of communities and grassroots communities on the ground and community organizing and raising their voices for change. So evaluation findings from Health Through Action really, for us, demonstrate the value of sustained investment in multi-level capacity building to advance health equity goals. And so in the article, we talk not only about the outcomes from the Kellogg Foundation's 5-year investment, but also provide a framework and a tool, hopefully useful to others, that links capacity building on one hand to long-term equity outcomes on the other. We also include some key lessons learned for funders that are supporting racial equity work that emerged through Health Through Action. So for instance, related to the length and scope of the investment, the importance of supporting coalitions as a means of entree into diverse communities, and as well as specific types of capacity building that appear to have had the most traction through Health Through Action.
So really, this article just scratches the surface in terms of the outcomes and the learning that came out of the Kellogg Foundation's investment. So if after reading the article you are interested in learning more about the initiative, we invite you to visit our website and download the full evaluation report, or to contact us directly with any questions. Thank you.
Thanks.